130,000 is the number of people who struggle with hunger in the Rio Grande Valley. This represents around 10% of the people in the valley. The Rio Grande Valley represents three counties in the South Texas: Hidalgo, Cameron, and Willacy. Most of you, even if you are not from the valley, live in one of these counties now.
Each member of this group is from three different countries: the US, El Salvador, and France. We all live in the Rio Grande Valley for a few months or few years. We volunteered for the first time in the food bank UTRGV as part of Community Services Arrow with the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley. The work done over there caused the nutrition problem in the valley to mind. Then we decided to make some research on it, and the statistics, the facts about the stress situation in the valley pushed us to come volunteer a second time. At the same time, we interviewed a member of the food bank RGB staff to have more crucial information about the organization and to learn how to help them.
Now that we are aware of the critical nutrition situation of Rio Grande Valley, we can ask how the food bank RGB works to help all of the people in need in the valley. How us inhabitants of the valley can help this organization. As its name says, the food bank RGB serves the three counties of the Rio Grande Valley: Hidalgo with 860,000 inhabitants, Cameron with 424,000 inhabitants, and the Willacy with 22,000 inhabitants. This represents more than 1.3 million inhabitants. Right? They are the largest regional charity in the South Texas of improving Martinez. Set the fifth largest food bank in Texas and the 43rd of the nations based on the distribution. The food bank RGV is affiliated with the government and nonprofit organization Feeding America, the Feeding Texas.
Some statistics are terrific. In some parts of the valley, one of two children go to bed hungry. As a whole, nearly 50% of the children in the Rio Grande Valley live under poverty levels according to the 2010 census. However, there is another problem. Some research has shown poverty and obesity go hand in hand, and the RGV has plenty of both. Thus, about 80% of valley residents are overweight or obese. According to the health nonprofit It's Time, Texas and Valley cities are regulars on list of America's fattest and poorest places. Then, the mission of the Food Bank RGV is simple: help people in need in the valley, donating food, but healthy food, as you may see during your volunteering, as said by Mr. Martinez.
However, Mr. Martinez admits that they only help 3.2% of the total Rio Grande Valley population, over the 10% in need. The tagline of the Food Bank RGV, Fighting Hunger, Feeding Hope, embodies the goal of this non-profit organization, which is 10% and help out the valley residents as much as possible. For this, they need a lot of volunteers, donations, and partnerships. Tasks are multiple. For example, the first time we went to volunteer, we were assigned to fill bags with ration of food, beans, juices, canned food, condiments, and the second time we volunteered outside by the community garden to chicken cooks. Any help is welcome. You can volunteer 1 hour, donate food, donate money. Everybody can do it and help the community as it is.
On average, we help feed up to 42,000 inhabitants on a weekly basis via 250 partner agencies. The more partner agencies we have, the more people we have to serve, said by Ruby Martinez. But what is a partner agency? It is like a redistributor, answered by Mr. Martinez. They collect funds and food in the food bank. They pack the food as needed during our first volunteering session. The packs are distributed by the partner agencies. It can be a shelter, a charity, or a church, said by Mr. Martinez. 250 partner agencies can seem a lot, but we must remember that the Rio Grande Valley has about 1.3 million inhabitants.
However, we are already proud to help all these people in need in the valley. But 42,000 is not enough, said Mr. Martinez. Don't forget that there are more than 130,000 people in need in the valley. 90,000 people in need without any help. Even with all the commitment of this organization, the problem is here. How can we help more people? Every $1 provides 5 healthy meals, answered Mr. Martinez. Now you know how to help. This is simple, but so helpful. Moreover, the food bank urgently realized that donation, food and money wasn't enough to help all the people in need in the valley. They decided to create a community garden in 2014. This community garden is open to volunteers. It's a new way to help us, but also a new way to create food, said Mr. Martinez. We had the chance to volunteer in the community garden the second time we went, and we observed how useful it is. We can find plenty of fruits and vegetables like carrots, corns, lettuce, radishes, spinach, broccoli, cucumber, and others.
According to the official website of the governmental nonprofit organization Feeding America, the food bank of the Rio Grande Valley Incorporation distributes exactly 34,451,992 meals to people struggling with hunger. Almost 35 million. Do you realize that? Said Mr. Martinez. And we also learned that for every hour volunteered, we can feed 105 people one complete and balanced meal. To help as many people as possible, the Food Bank RGV has also created 3 food programs in order to target the people concerned. An emergency one, a kids one, and a senior one.
In a first time, we exposed the critical situation in the Rio Grande Valley before presenting one of our solutions to the fight against the undernutrition problem. The Food Bank RGV, throughout this organization, we presented all the possibilities to help them, volunteering, partnership, donations, and how helpful it was for the people in need. Now, we want to explain why we choose this organization and why you should also get involved in.
We all think that supporting the Food Bank RGV is the best choice to do. The situation in the Rio Grande Valley is critique. With more than one person over 10 who's struggling against hunger, we can imagine that everybody here knows someone in this situation. As we said, the Food Bank RGV is the most important food bank in South Texas. It is clearly that it is the best one to help people from the valley. Located in the Hidalgo County, this organization is very close to the biggest city of the valley, McAllen. Moreover, as we came to volunteer 2 times, we can say that the Food Bank RGV is at less than 15 minutes from the UTRGV campus.
However, we didn't choose only the food bank RGV because it's the closest one. We also think that they are working well. Using our experiences as volunteers over there, we can confirm that the staff was glad to see us helping them. As Mr. Martinez mentioned, each hour volunteered can feed 105 people one complete and balanced meal. And everybody understands this message. When we went the first time, volunteering with other freshman student athletes, during more than 2 hours, we saw how helpful it was. In 2 hours, we provide more than 10,000 meals.
Volunteering doesn't take a lot of time. It's about 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, as much as you want. Nevertheless, if you're not able to do it, if you don't have time, you can also donate. We believe that the Food Bank RGV is the best choice if you want to help people in need. To help these almost 100,000 people in need, we must have to help of everybody, said Mr. Martinez. We volunteered and spent a lot of time with the staff and the employees over there, and we saw that helping people was a real goal of everybody.
There's a lot of people that struggle with hunger on a day-to-day basis. I know that personally, I've never experienced hunger, and I thank my parents for that. I know that by helping out and volunteering at the RGV Food Bank, I can give support to families that are in need of food. I always try to help out in everything I can.
From where I
conclusion, it's clear that undernutrition is a real problem here in the Rio Grande Valley. There are some solutions with an organization like the Food Bank RGV who help a lot of people serving balanced meals. But this is not enough. These kinds of organizations need help. They need your help. Volunteers, donations, partnerships, that's all they ask. We want to conclude with this quote from Ruby Martinez. The Food Bank RGV is passionately committed to improving lives through food assistance, nutrition, education, and access to community services. Don't forget that more than 130,000 people are in need in your valley.